So we vote Joe Cross, take back our community.
Hell yeah.
Save our soul.
Listen, I really enjoyed the movie, but putting Joaquin Phoenix in a film with Ari directing is like a cheat code. So, it pretty much is. But listen, I'm obsessed with getting more people to see movies in movie theaters. I've been asking this of everyone recently. Do you have a favorite movie theater?
Oh, I think, the Cinerama Dome in Los Angeles. I lived here for like 16 years. I loved seeing movies there.
I think the BFI IMAX in London is really, really special.
Yeah, no, both of those places are fantastic. So I'm going to ask now the most serious question of the day. How much did you both, obviously, Joaquin Phoenix, amazing actor, someone who everyone wants to work with. So ultimately, how much did you both pay to be in the movie?
I financed the movie single-handedly just so I could work for a few days with Joaquin. Now, yeah, you're right, man. Everybody wants to work with that guy. He's been one of my heroes, forever. And I didn't think that the chance I got to work with him would be in a comedy directed by Ari Aster. That was not on the bingo card. But I'm very glad that's the way it happened.
Well, I was going to say, actually, if you can both talk, one of the things about Joaquin is that he gives different layers to his performance. He's different on each take. He's just a very, very talented actor. And I'm curious for both of you, what did you actually take away from watching him work on set that you sort of maybe took with you for, possible future things?
Yeah. For me, I haven't stopped, obviously when you tell people you've, and now that they've seen that you've done a movie with Joaquin Phoenix, they're like, what was it like? What was it like? And I think the main thing that I think about is what you just said, is that he was so fresh every single take, not every single scene, just every single take. And for me, that was really special to see, because the fresher he is, the fresher it makes me want to be. And so it made me realize the impact that you have on the people around you as well. So I found that really, really exciting to know and understand. And I feel like that's what I'll take with me into future projects and stuff.
Yeah, and I think I remember when I first started acting and I was in school, my acting teacher used to always say this thing that I never truly understood at the time, which was leave yourself alone, which basically meant give yourself the space to do whatever you need to get to where you need to go to do this performance. And I don't think I ever have seen that exemplified more than with Joaquin. And it was really inspiring, and that guy cares so much about what he does, and he cares so much about being good, not for the sake of attention or any other reason than that he just wants the work to be good because he enjoys it. And he really left himself alone and allowed himself to be, he wasn't worried about judgment or anything when he's having to go to these really extreme places. And it was really inspiring to watch.
There's I read a whole bunch of things that Ari said about the movie, and this one quote I really stuck with me, which is, if I had to boil it down, Eddington is really just about a data center being built. And it really struck me because with all the crazy that happens in this movie, ultimately money and corporations are going to win every time over everything else. And I just felt that, I'm not sure if you guys agree with me or not, but I just felt it was a very powerful quote.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's not how I would have put it. But it's his movie, so he knows better than me.
So both of you see the shooting schedule, you know what's coming up. What's the day you have circled in terms of, I can't wait to film this? And what's a day you have circled in terms of, how the F are we going to film this?
Oh, I know the one I didn't want to film. Clearly, at the sort of near the end of the movie, Guy exposes himself as having some pretty unsavory ideas about the people around him, and I just did not look forward to doing that scene. And it was sort of it's kind of at the end of the movie, but it was sort of front loaded in the schedule. And I remember just after having done that, just this weight being sort of lifted off and being like, okay, that's over with now. Unfortunately, people are going to see that, but that's over now, and I can actually just enjoy hanging out with Michael and Joaquin and having some fun stuff.
For me, I think the scene that I was like, how are we gonna shoot this, is the one where the explosion happens near the end. I just didn't really understand it, in the middle of a desert, like how they're gonna get the writing on the floor and all of that, and they did. Like it's crazy. Like Ari and the team were just like geniuses, and they pulled off everything that I didn't even think was gonna be able to be done, and made it still look sick and real, and like they really done their thing.
I want to bring this up, but I want to be spoiler free. I was not expecting the ending, the way it ultimately all comes together. And I'm just curious for the two of you, what were your thoughts without revealing what the ending is?
Man, for some reason, it was the one part of the story I didn't remember. And I think because obviously my character is gone before that. So I probably hadn't read that part as much as I read the rest of the script, you know, as I was sort of like studying it. So I kind of got to view it fresh and forgot how sort of like absolutely brutal it is. You know, it's just kind of the worst thing that you could imagine. It is a guy who sort of gets what he wanted in the worst way imaginable. And I thought it was, you know, incredibly powerful in a way that only Ari knows how to be.
I think for me, you know, I can't read like action stuff well. Like I have to like proper kind of get up and move to kind of understand it. So for me, I forgot a lot about the end as well. So also I got to watch it fresh. But yeah, I think it just takes you on an insane ride. Just the whole of that end section, and then yeah, just how it kind of. Yeah, it's so weird not to speak about it without spoiling. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna stop talking.
No, it's really tough. Listen, I'm just about out of time, but just real fast, Luke, I just have to ask you. There's a lot of people who read Collider that are really big Yellowstone fans, and obviously you have the spinoff coming up. Do you know when you start shooting? Have you read any of the scripts? Like, what are you excited for people to see with the spinoff?
Yeah, I'm not. There's not a lot I can say or talk about, but I can say that it is happening, and we do have a start date, and it's not too far from now. And I have read the first episode, and it's gonna be very special.
I got to stop. I'm just going to say congrats, and I really hope you have a great day with the rest of your speed dating.
Thank you. Thanks, man.
Have a great day.